Last summer, a beach trip was ruined by a cheap cooler that turned my ice into warm water and my sandwiches into a soggy mess. Finding a reliable small cooler is surprisingly difficult, with endless options making bold, often false, promises about ice retention. You really don't know what you are getting until you are stuck with warm drinks on a hot day. That is why I personally tested the most popular small coolers to find out which ones actually perform. Let's count down the top 10 so you never waste your money again. 10. TOURIT soft-sided cooler bag. I packed this cooler full of drinks for a local park picnic on a moderately warm afternoon to see how it handled a standard day out. The overall design looks appealing and modern, and it promises to hold a generous amount of cans without being overly bulky. It seems like the perfect, lightweight companion for a quick outing with friends or family where you just need to grab something and go. The bag offers a collapsible design, which is genuinely convenient for storage in a crowded closet or tight car trunk when not in use. It features a variety of external pockets that are great for storing napkins, keys, and utensils, keeping them separate from the cold items. On the surface, the functionality appears to be well thought out for casual users who just need something simple and easily accessible. However, my actual testing revealed some glaring issues that you need to know about before relying on this for a long trip. The insulation inside this bag is surprisingly thin and flimsy compared to what the marketing suggests. Within just a few short hours under the afternoon sun, the ice started melting far faster than I expected, leaving my beverages floating in a pool of lukewarm water. To make matters worse, I noticed a significant amount of condensation building up on the exterior of the bag, making it wet and uncomfortable to carry against my side. The zippers also feel a bit cheap and prone to snagging if you pull them too quickly or forcefully. 9. SPARTER SP985602. Backpack coolers are an incredibly popular concept right now because they free up your hands, so I was excited to test this one out on a moderately challenging day hike. The idea of comfortably carrying your lunch and drinks on your back while navigating trails sounds like the ultimate convenience for outdoor enthusiasts. It frees up your hands for trekking poles or managing your dog on a leash. It features a sleek design with multiple compartments, padded shoulder straps, and even a built-in bottle opener attached to the strap for easy access. The interior capacity is decent enough to pack a solid lunch and plenty of hydration for 2 people. Visually, it looks like a rugged piece of hiking gear ready to tackle the wilderness and keep you refreshed. Unfortunately, the reality of wearing it fully loaded is a completely different story once you hit the trail. The weight distribution is rather awkward, pulling heavily on the shoulders, and the padding just isn't dense enough to prevent fatigue on longer walks. More critically, when the backpack tipped over in my trunk on the way home, water leaked straight through the zippers, completely soaking my car carpet. The cooling performance also left a lot to be desired during my field test in the sun. Despite packing it with a recommended ratio of ice to cans, my drinks were barely cool by the time I reached the summit in the early afternoon. It is undeniably a convenient carrying method, but its poor insulation and leaky zippers make it a disappointing choice for serious outdoor use. 8. Carhartt Camping Cooler. Moving up to a brand synonymous with rugged durability, I took the Carhartt Deluxe Dual Compartment Cooler out for a busy weekend working outdoors. I wanted to see if their reputation for tough workwear translated into a reliable, everyday lunch cooler that could withstand being tossed around a dusty environment. It certainly looks the part, featuring that classic, heavy-duty aesthetic that Carhartt fans instantly recognize. The standout feature here is the highly practical dual-tier setup, which completely changed how I packed my daily meals. You can store your delicate food items in the top compartment to keep them dry and uncrushed, while keeping the heavy drinks and ice isolated in the larger bottom section. It is an incredibly thoughtful design that instantly solves the classic soggy sandwich problem without requiring bulky plastic containers. In terms of build quality, this cooler feels significantly more substantial than the previous entries on this list. The heavy-duty canvas material is treated with a water-repellent finish that easily sheds light rain and accidental spills, keeping the interior safe. Furthermore, the stitching feels robust enough to handle years of daily abuse, being thrown in and out of truck beds without fraying or tearing. Its cooling performance is a noticeable step up, effectively keeping my lunch and drinks refreshingly cold for a solid 10 to 12 hours. While it is certainly not designed to be a multi-day ice chest for long camping trips, it handles a full work shift beautifully. It is a highly dependable, exceptionally durable daily driver that will not let you down when you need a cold drink. 7. Titan by Arctic Zone Deep Freeze Cooler. The unique zipperless design of this Titan cooler immediately caught my attention, so I decided to bring it along as my primary beverage cooler on a long cross-country road trip. When you are driving and constantly reaching into the back seat, traditional zippers can become incredibly frustrating to manage. I needed something that allowed for instant, frustration-free access while keeping my drinks ice cold. The integration of a hard-body inner liner combined with their patented flip-top lid is a massive win for usability in everyday situations. You can easily flip the lid open with just one hand, grab a cold drink, and let it securely snap back into place without taking your eyes off the road. This quick access feature makes it an absolute joy to use when you are constantly on the move. Another brilliant addition is the internal smart shelf, which sits suspended securely above the heavy ice and drinks. This allows you to keep softer items like fruit, cheese, or snacks perfectly chilled without them sinking into the icy water below. It completely stops them from getting destroyed by heavy cans shifting around during transit, ensuring your snacks arrive in perfect condition. The insulation utilizes a radiant heat barrier that reflects sunlight rather than absorbing it, which noticeably improved its performance in a warm vehicle. During my road trip, it successfully held ice for about a day and a half, which is genuinely impressive for a soft-sided, zipless cooler in this price range. It offers a fantastic blend of easy access and reliable thermal performance. 6. CleverMade Pacifica Collapsible Cooler. Collapsible coolers have a reputation for being flimsy and unreliable, so I was highly skeptical when I packed the CleverMade Pacifica for a weekend camping getaway. I needed something that would not take up half my garage when not in use, but still perform exactly when it mattered out in the woods. This model promised to deliver structure and cooling without the permanent bulk of a traditional cooler. The space-saving design is brilliantly executed and immediately won me over. It utilizes a pop-up frame that provides a rigid, structured shape when fully expanded, yet folds down almost completely flat when empty. This makes it an absolute dream for people living in small apartments or those trying to maximize cargo space in a compact car for a weekend trip. I was also pleasantly surprised by the quality of the materials, which include recycled fabrics that feel surprisingly premium and environmentally conscious. The exterior is highly durable, remarkably easy to wipe clean after sitting in the dirt, and features sturdy carrying straps. The inclusion of a sturdy, integrated bottle opener on the zipper pull is one of those small details you end up using constantly. It completely shattered my expectations regarding ice retention for a collapsible unit. The leak-proof interior liner held up perfectly without a single drop escaping, and it managed to keep ice solid for nearly 24 hours in moderate outdoor temperatures. It is a massive step up in quality and represents the perfect balance of modern convenience and real-world cooling performance. 5. Engel Drybox UC19. Transitioning into the hard cooler category, I took the Engel UC19 Drybox out on a choppy kayak fishing trip where getting splashed was an absolute certainty. I needed a cooler that I did not have to baby, something that could take a beating and handle being fully exposed to the elements. This rugged little cooler promised to keep my bait, drinks, and gear perfectly safe. This product serves a brilliant dual purpose as both a heavy-duty insulated cooler and an airtight dry box for sensitive equipment. The lid features a specialized EVA foam gasket that creates a completely watertight seal when locked down tightly. This ensures that neither water, dust, nor insects can penetrate the interior, no matter how harsh the external conditions become on your adventure. The stainless steel latches and hinges are incredibly rugged, providing a secure, tight lock every single time you snap them shut. An added bonus that I discovered on the water is that this cooler actually floats, which provides massive peace of mind. If it accidentally goes overboard while you are navigating rough currents, you won't lose your lunch or your expensive camera gear. For insulation, it uses a high-grade injected polystyrene that performs wonderfully even in direct, beating sunlight. It effortlessly held ice for 2 full days during my time on the water, keeping my beverages frosty cold. It has a relatively small footprint, but offers unmatched utility, extreme ruggedness, and ultimate peace of mind for intense outdoor adventures. Four, Titan by Arctic's own Welded coolers. Going back to the Titan brand, but stepping up into their premium Welded line, I aggressively tested this cooler during a muddy, demanding weekend fishing trip in the backcountry. I wanted to see if the Welded construction really lived up to the hype and justified the higher price tag over their standard models. I threw it in the back of my truck and did not hold back. The Welded exterior shell is completely waterproof and incredibly puncture resistant, feeling almost like the heavy-duty material used on professional whitewater rafts. When it inevitably got covered in thick mud and fish slime, I simply took a high-pressure hose to it. Everything washed right off instantly without leaving any permanent stains, odors, or damage to the fabric. It utilizes a highly advanced, multi-layered high-performance insulation that is noticeably thicker and stiffer than what you find in standard soft coolers. The heavy-duty waterproof zipper does require a bit of muscle to pull open and close, but it creates a flawless seal. This guarantees that absolutely not a single drop of water will leak out and ruin the upholstery in your car. The ice retention proved to be absolutely fantastic, easily hitting the solid 2 to 3 day mark depending on how often I unzipped it. It bridges the gap between soft cooler portability and hard cooler performance beautifully, keeping weight manageable without sacrificing thermal efficiency. It is an extremely reliable, high-performing mid-tier option for serious outdoor enthusiasts who play hard. 3. Yeti Hopper Flip 12 Portable Cooler. Entering the true premium tier of the market, I have put the Yeti Hopper Flip 12 through its paces on everything from relaxing paddleboarding sessions to intense tailgating parties. Yeti has built a massive, almost cult-like reputation for over-engineering their products, and I was eager to see if this compact soft model lived up to the towering legacy of their famous hard coolers. The proprietary cold cell insulation used here is incredibly dense, providing remarkable cooling power without adding excessive bulk to the overall profile. It is equipped with their signature Hydrolock zipper, which is famously borrowed from survival suits. This makes the entire cooler 100% leak-proof and fully waterproof, even when you completely submerge it underwater. The exterior dry hide shell is ridiculously tough and practically indestructible for normal outdoor use. Over months of heavy use, it has successfully resisted mildew, deep punctures from stray fishing hooks, and the fading effects of intense UV rays. Furthermore, its perfectly cubed shape makes it exceptionally easy to pack in a tight trunk, stack alongside other gear, and carry comfortably with the ergonomic shoulder strap. It consistently keeps ice for days, significantly outperforming almost everything else I have tested in its specific size class. While it undeniably requires a premium investment up front, the performance is completely unmatched. The stunning durability and staggering ice retention easily justify the price tag for anyone who spends significant time outdoors and demands the absolute best. 2. Ninja FB230BL. When I heard that Ninja was stepping out of the kitchen and into the outdoor cooler game with the Frostbolt, I was highly skeptical until I put it to the test on a massive family beach day. I genuinely wondered if an indoor appliance brand could compete with established outdoor giants in extreme, sweltering heat. They brought a unique design to the table that completely surprised me. The absolute standout feature that sets this cooler apart from anything else on the market is the integrated Frostbolt drawer located at the bottom. This completely separate compartment utilizes ambient cooling from the main ice chest to create a dry, fridge-like environment. It allows you to store delicate foods, meats, and cheeses without them ever coming into direct contact with the ice above. This brilliant innovation completely eliminates the tragic reality of soggy sandwiches and waterlogged fruit, while still keeping your food safely chilled at the ideal temperature. You no longer have to dig through freezing water to find your lunch. Meanwhile, the cavernous main compartment up top provides more than enough volume to hold dozens of cans and the massive amount of ice needed to keep them frosty. Surprisingly, the premium ice retention actually matches the top legacy brands on the market, effortlessly holding ice for several days under a blazing sun. The build quality is exceptional, with sturdy latches and a comfortable carrying handle. The dual zone innovation makes this incredibly functional and profoundly unique, completely changing how you pack and organize your food for a long, hot weekend. 1. Anker A17A4. The undisputed top spot goes to a genuine technological game changer in the industry, the Anker EverFrost electric cooler, which I took on a multi-day, off-grid camping trip to truly push its limits. I wanted to see if battery-powered cooling could actually replace the traditional ice chest for extended outdoor living. It completely blew away every single expectation I had for portable cooling. The absolute magic of this unit is that you can forget about buying, hauling, and draining ice entirely. This is quite literally a highly portable refrigerator equipped with a powerful integrated compressor that actively cools down to freezing temperatures, because you do not need to waste valuable internal volume on bulky bags of ice. You can pack significantly more food and drinks for your trip. The detachable internal battery is a powerhouse, lasting for over 40 hours on a single charge to keep your food perfectly chilled. It can even be seamlessly recharged via portable solar panels while you are out in the wild, offering endless cooling potential. As an added technological bonus, the battery pack features multiple USB ports, allowing you to charge your phones and devices directly from your cooler. Despite its heavy technological payload, the rugged build quality, telescoping handle, and large all-terrain wheels make it surprisingly easy to transport across rough ground. It fundamentally revolutionizes outdoor cooling by completely eliminating the messy, space-wasting hassle of melting ice and wet food. It is simply the best, most advanced portable cooling solution on the market right now.